Hi, this is Helen from HypnoFit. Good morning. And today I thought I'd tell you about the difference between last week and this week. So last week was a very unusual week for me. I only went to the gym 1 out of 7 days. And when I told people that story, a lot of people said, well, it's really good to hear that you're human, Helen. And the reason that happened was that Monday I had a breakfast meeting. Wednesday I had a breakfast meeting, so that was 2 days that I couldn't go. And then the rest of the days, apart from Friday where I actually did go, were really just an excuse in the making. And so I had a good reflection on Sunday and thought, well, this coming week, coming up, can't be the same as last week. It was a very bad week. I was very tired, I was very fatigued, I was lethargic because I didn't start the day well by getting my body moving. So I thought to myself, okay, how can I absolutely make sure that I will be going to the gym next week? Next week's got to be a different week. I've got to do something different. So there's two things that I decided to do. And one of those things was I had to wake up earlier. And so in order to wake up earlier and not to feel so exhausted at 5 o'clock in the morning, I set my alarm clock at night time to go to bed. So in other words, I set my alarm at 9 p.m, which was a signal that whatever I was doing, I had to start getting ready for bed. And it's interesting that on the Monday night, when my alarm went off at 9 o'clock, I was really shocked that it was actually 9 o'clock. I thought it was about 7:30 at night. And so it was a realization that, okay, whatever I'm doing, I just need to drop it and I need to start getting ready to go to sleep so that I could go to bed earlier. That was the number one thing that I did, was give myself that signal that it's time to go to sleep, time to go to bed. We've got to get up really early the next morning. The next thing that I did was I made a promise to myself that I wasn't going to have any alcohol at all during the week. So, last week I, had a bottle open, so I would have a glass every night with my dinner, and even having 1 or 2 glasses of wine makes a very big difference in terms of how you feel in the morning. You really don't have to have that much, because I've tested this, literally 1 or 2 glasses of wine affects how fatigued you feel in the morning and how lethargic you feel in the morning. It really impacts the body and the system. And so the promise that I made myself this week was no alcohol this week. And I actually called a friend and made sure that we were in that together so that I had a buddy. So they're the two little things that made me get up first thing every day this week. It's a completely different week to last week, and I feel really, really good. And so just to reiterate, the two things are, the first thing is because last week was a shocking week, a very bad week. I felt like I was very heavy, very fatigued, very tired, didn't get my normal exercise, so I knew something had to change. And so the two things, the first thing was setting my alarm so that it could go off at 9 p.m. every night. And at 9 p.m. it was my signal to get moving. In other words, get moving for bed. Do whatever you need to do, finish up what you're finishing up, time to brush the teeth, and just get ready for bed. Doesn't mean I'm sleeping at that time, it just means, okay, let's start getting ready for bed. And the second thing is no alcohol during the week. And that way I was able to wake up at 5 o'clock. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 o'clock, at the gym, feeling good, ready to embrace the day and feeling so much better for it. Not just physically, but mentally as well, and emotionally as well. So have a really good week. And, if you've missed this particular segment, I'll be posting it in a minute. And make sure that you do what you promise yourself to do. And if you don't do it, work out what you've done wrong for me, it was a matter of working out that I was just too tired last week in the morning. So why was I too tired? I was going to bed too late, and I was having 1 to 2 glasses of wine a night. So they were the two things that affected my ability to get up in the morning, and so I had to change those two things. So you work out for yourself, what are the things that are holding you back from keeping your promises to yourself, and change those things. So, if you have made promises to yourself that you are going to exercise and that you are going to get moving, why aren't you doing it? Work it out. For me, it was, like I said, two things. And I changed those two things by putting in strategies and putting in the strategies before the week even started. So you've got to set your strategies, and then you start the next day with those strategies already in place. Okay, so have a wonderful week, and make sure that you keep your promises to yourself. Don't let yourself down. If you say something, be true to your word. Okay, see you later. Bye.